So here are a couple of classic musical theater dance steps that you can add to your class. And I'm sure you are adding them, but here's also a way to break it down. A lot of times I found when I first started teaching was how hard it was to teach and break down a box step, or a step ball chain, or a chassé, or a three-point turn. I'm thinking they're so simple, but really if you're teaching kids with no dance experience, you have to really break it down to them, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So this is how I break down a box step. There's many ways to do it, but here's one. I tell them to shake their right foot, shake it in the air, shake, 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 shake. When I see everybody shaking that right foot, I say, now slap it on the ground. Good. Now I ask them, where is your weight? Where should your weight be? And I say your weight should be on your right. So it's all about transferring the weight. So after I say, okay, your weight should be on the right, now shake your left foot, shake, 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 bring it around, shake that foot, and I ask them, keeping them involved, I say, where should we cross that foot? So we should cross it over our right. And I say, pick up that foot again, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, where do we cross it? And they say, to the right, over the right foot, good. Then I say, now put your weight on your left leg, and pick up your right leg and shake it. Once I see everybody shaking that foot, I say, okay, let's put it down in the back. And then I say, okay, pick it up again, shake it. Now where do we put it? In the back. Then I say, pick your left leg up, shake it. Where's the weight? On the right leg. And then I say, put it down to the side. So once we do that, then we start to build on that. I'll say, okay, pick up your right foot, shake it, slap it down. Pick up your left leg, shake it. Where does it go? To the right. Over the right leg. And then you pick up your back leg. Shake it, put it down. Pick up your left leg, shake it, put it down. And then we go, pick it up, and cross. You got it? If they didn't get it, try it again. That's how you do it. Really, if the general 70-80% of the kids should get it. If they don't, do it over again. Okay, pick up the right, step, cross it over. If they get it, then you can move on. Say, okay, what's next? Pick up the back leg, good. Step it back to the side. Then you go step, cross, back, back. So you just kind of keep building until they get faster and faster. You go step, cross, back, back. Step, cross, back, back. Step, cross, back, back. Stop. Right? So that's the idea, is you kind of turn it into a game until they get comfortable with it. So you start really slow. I mean, you have to go back to the basics, right? And it's excruciatingly slow, but it's actually fun because the kids are really engaged and they're really grasping how to do the step. So here's another step. So now you're trying to teach them how to do a chassé. Another way of telling them to really click in their brain is say gallop. But a lot of times I've found I've had to really break it down. And this is how I do it. So the first thing, to do a chassé, they have to point their toe, right? So how do you get a child with no dance experience to point their toe? Well, you tell them to pick up their left leg. Shake it, right? Just kind of be aware of that leg they have up. Now, you tell them to take their big toe and make it look at the ceiling. So you want to say, so that's just saying that's flexed, right? Well, you want to do the opposite. So then you show them, okay, now to point your toe, I want you to take your big toe and touch the floor, right? So that's a way to kind of build into pointing their toe so you do it correctly. You tell them to take that foot, take the big toe, and make it look from the ceiling, look to the floor. Then you can have them start again, have them start first and say, okay, now I want you to take your big toe and pretend there's paint on it. And I want you to draw a line pushing out until the top of the big toe makes a nice little dot on the ground, right? So you can even ask them, what color paint are you going to use for your big toe, depending on the age. And you can say, okay, my big toe is a red color paint. So I'll say, all right, so we're going to draw a line outward. Outward, draw a line, and make a nice little dot with that big toe. So it gives them a nice visual. Then, for the gallop part, so we haven't even gotten to the gallop part. So the next part is you say, pick up the foot in the air, then you're going to step on it, And you can say gallop, but sometimes you need a little more, and you say you want to go in the air, you want to reach your head to the ceiling, use those kind of visuals, you want to reach high in the sky, and you want to click your heels together and step together, right? So you want to go from here, you want to pick your leg up, step, you want to take your left leg, and you want to click it to you want to pick up your right leg, you want to click it with your left and go click, step, right? So you go there and you go step, click, step. So you're almost like, it's almost like you could even say bells on the inside of your heels, right? And you want to make a sound with the bell, so you got to click your heels together in order to make that sound. So pick up the foot, step, ding, step, right? So that's one way. There's many ways. This might generate some of your own creative ideas of how to make that shot, they get through them, they execute it perfectly. Now, you're trying to teach a step ball chain. This one can be challenging because they have to transfer their weight from one leg to the next, and then they have to do the other side. So this is how I break it down. I do it in multiple ways. I find that a lot of my kids are good with the counting, and then I really break it down for them. So this is how I do it. So what I do is I'll say, okay, pick up your left foot. Good, now put it on the ground. Now pick up your left foot. Put it close to the left foot. Then pick up your left foot and step forward. So you go step left forward, bring your right foot in, step left foot forward. So then you're going step ball chain, right? So you're really breaking that down. You can use a visual. You can say, all right, have our feet are made out of painted color stamps, and we want to make 3 stamps on the ground with our feet. So then you go, okay, let's pretend my color is red, right? And I go, okay, pick up that left foot, let's stamp that red color on the ground with the left foot. Now pick up the right foot stamp and stamp it close by the left leg. Then you're going to pick up that left stamp and you're going to step it forward and get it away from the right leg, right? So you kind of give them a visual. And sometimes you have those kids that are musicians and they're counters. So sometimes they know their right from the left, they can change the weight, but they need a count. So you can go left 1, right 2, left 3, right? So you go 1, 2, 3. Left, right, left. You keep it going. So once they get comfortable and you've got that ground base work done, then you can kind of get them used to doing it with their heels off the ground. So you tell them, okay, pretend we're balancing on a wire. Now you don't want to do step ball chain with your heels on the ground. Pick up the heels off the ground. You're balancing on a wire, right? Tell them not to pick them up really high because then you'll fall. You don't want to put them down on the ground. You want to just lift your heels slightly off the ground. And you go left foot, right foot in, left foot out. So then you're really working on getting the heels up, and then they're using the balancing idea. And you can even put a piece of rope on the ground where they have to walk the line, or a piece of tape that goes across. And that'll really help them build that step ball chain, right? So that's how you can break it down, and then you can do the same thing going to the right leg. So those are 3 things that I've broken down for you for musical theater. I will be putting out more. Keep an eye out for extra videos of more classic dance moves. So keep a lookout. That might even be out now. Thank you.